Hello, welcome back to It's New. Hopefully you like this great show. If not, unsubscribe right now.
No, if you don't like it, so just hit the like button, hit the up button, or complain in the comments.
What are we telling people?
No.
It's funny.
Smash your computer. If you don't like it, throw your computer out the window and smash it with a baseball bat.
You don't like it, we don't like you. And tell us about it in the comments, huh?
Yeah. Cheese all over your face.
I only said that because I posted a video. I didn't post it on social. I dropped a video on the channel, which was very YouTube-y to see if it actually tracks more views and subscribers. And it actually is. It's pretty funny. Like you have to, I'm not going to go into it, but I just did an experiment and I might drop some more experiments over the next couple of weeks and see what happens. So we'll see. So stay tuned to some amazing YouTube videos. It's like, you won't believe what you're going to hear now. So stay tuned and subscribe.
I saw it. I'm like, I was embarrassed for you.
I gotta look.
I had to try it.
If it works, just do it. Just do it. Whatever works.
That was a good intro. Anyway,
I see it.
See it, right? The thumbnail's all pixelated.
Yeah.
You
have to be like this. Be like the core update. What you need to know. You gotta like point at people aggressively. Right now. We gotta have better thumbnails.
That was supposedly a better thumbnail, so we'll see. No. I don't know. I've been A/B testing thumbnails. It's interesting. It's this whole YouTube stuff. It's like from SEO like 15 years ago. So, anywho, let's get into the news. So, Crystal, what are you talking about?
Searching with robots.
Okay, and Greg?
It's love at first price with new Merchant Center promotions.
I'll be dropping some faster navigation stuff and then disavowing some toxic links. Mordy?
I'm going to go with a song again. Like Offspring said, you got to keep them separated, says Google.
I had that on cassette.
Wow. Wow, cassette.
Okay, so as reported over on Search Engine Roundtable, you can now get ChatGPT Search for all users, and this was previously only available for people who were paying money to OpenAI, but now everybody can get ChatGPT Search. I tested this myself. You go and you click on the little button, and it gives you ChatGPT for search. I obviously Googled myself or searched myself, because I'm just that kind of girl. And what the other thing is good is that each link has the UTM source of ChatGPT, so you can see it in your source on Google Analytics 4 when you go in there, which is cool. Another little piece of news point: Search Engine Land also covered this. One Danny Goodwin covered this as well, and they were saying that that with this, and potentially other iterations or other things coming through from ChatGPT, they're saying that it could have a market share of 1% by sometime next year, according to the folks over at Bright Edge. So I think that this is something to watch if you're interested in search. Also, like, shout out to my article on LLMs and search, which I'm now going to have to update because this is a rapidly developing landscape. So yeah, it should be fun for SEOs this year.
Watch out, Google. Watch out, Google. ChatGPT is coming for you.
And I saw the
1%.
1%. Yeah, 1%.
The 1%.
One other thing, if I could just shout it out too, I saw a good article I passed around to my team on Search Engine Land from Dan Taylor, and he had not only like how to find ChatGPT in GA4, but how to segment all traffic from LLMs as well. There's a Looker Studios, some other stuff in there. It's over on Search Engine Land. It was a great article.
So all those little 1%ers or less, you can just see them dropping in here and there.
Okay, so there was a new promotion a discount that was available, and this is not in ads. So this is not like a promotion asset that you would find in Google Ads. This is for your Merchant Center account. So it will be for your free listings and for your paid listings. And so this is the ability to have a shopper incentive, and you can now say the conditions of the promotion are first order. That's been something that, especially in D2C side of things, is really hot. Just in general, I don't know if you ever seen any of those Kevin Hart Fabletics commercial like ads that hound you everywhere. But you can put this in, and this actually came like a great time. We had a client that just was like, hey, it's 10% off first order. And we're like, oh, we just saw this, like, let's go do that. So it's cool. It's in Merchant Center, and I don't know if it's going to stop people from just signing up with new email addresses and making new Gmail accounts and getting that percentage off every single time they order, but at least you have this option in Merchant Center.
Interesting, because the Greg I heard on Marketing O'Clock was not a fan of first orders.
I'm not in general, but that's just
Star Wars.
That's like what people do. Like, it's like the D2C thing. I just feel like a lot of times people get like turned off if you're offering other people stuff that they can't get.
Yeah.
And I just hate Fabletics. That's just a personal dislike.
They like make you subscribe.
That's what I don't like. And it's more that where it's like you get the new VIP offer, and it's like, no, I don't want.
I just want some leggings, man. Like, can we just
Yeah,
can I just buy my leggings and move on?
Yeah, I don't want to join a club.
No, I don't need.
What's the big deal? Just give them your social security number and your credit card.
I just want some socks. Buy my socks. Leave.
Whatever. By the way, if you want to see how to do a thumbnail, Barry, in your article, it's a great thumbnail from Marketing O'Clock.
I know they do good thumbnails.
We have a fantastic.
But, I hired Joey Hawkins, YouTube consultant, for a little bit, and they said wide eyes, teeth, white teeth, which I don't have really white teeth, big face, and then just like 2 words, like nothing bit on the side. And that will get people to look at the icon and then click on and look at the text of the hyperlink of the video.
I'm going to screenshot what you just did, Barry. I'm going to screenshot that right there. I'm going to turn it into a thumbnail, and this is going to be horrific. It's going to be great. One other recommendation, Barry, I would say you should probably use more than 5 pixels in your thumbnail.
More? Come on.
People are going to try to save you're on drugs or something.
Anyway, moving on to e-commerce stuff. Google dropped some new faceted navigation help documentation, which really isn't new. It's from like a decade ago. They had a blog post in 2014, and they decided to take that content or pieces of that content and put it into a new document called Managing Crawling of Faceted Navigation URLs. And Google's like, if you have faceted navigation, best thing is to actually block it. Don't let us crawl it. But if you have to let us crawl it, then let us crawl a little bit. So I have an article on that. So just take a look at that. And also Google, John Mueller said that disavowing toxic links is a billable waste of time. I love his one-liners. Billable, a waste of time. This is not new from John, but I had to quote that because billable waste of time is a great one-liner. I cover this topic literally probably like a dozen times over the years. Google's not a fan of disavowing links unless you really have a manual action. Even then, probably not so much. Google will probably drop the disavow link tool like Bing did back September 2023. So disavow what you want if you want to bill for it, but otherwise it's probably not the best use of your time.
Yeah, they've been saying that for years. Like they've been saying that, but people still bill for it. People are still doing it, but like I don't know. I've used it even before the most recent disavowing of the disavow links technique. And yeah, you get mixed results, but they're right. You can definitely shoot yourself in the foot with it because you don't always know like which link is dependent on which thing. And sometimes somebody's new and they've never heard of DMOZ, but actually DMOZ is still kind of like it's all right. Like so like there's things and stuff. So I don't know. People need to chill out.
DMOZ.
I
missed remember like back in the day when Yahoo directory was free. My website was in the free Yahoo directory. That's how old I am. That's how I tell people how old I am.
People don't know. I was chatting to Barry. Barry used to get free time on AIM in the customer service chat with his friends.
It wasn't really AIM then. It was actually AOL. AIM was like after the fact. So anyway, let's talk about some sites within sites, Morty.
Yeah, by the way, if you want to like free account, first account, those are like AIM CDs. The free hours. Yeah, it's good stuff. Nice. Fake names.
On the old compact Rosario.
Speaking about reputation and having just sullied mine, Google was speaking again at this Swiss Zurich, whatever Search Central live event that no one was supposed to say anything about apparently. But they keep saying stuff. So this came again from Mr. Jonathan Jones, who was quoting Danny Sullivan allegedly as having said, if you build up your site signals based on first-party content and third-party content takes advantage of those signals, it creates confusion for users. Treating distinct areas as sites within a site can help address this issue. So all you need to then now do is basically tell this third party that's paying you all this money, you're not going to get any traffic, but keep paying us the money, and it won't impact the rest of your site. So you can keep collecting the money as long as the third party doesn't realize they're not getting any traffic out of it in the end, because Google's going to either manual action this, or with this seems to be like talking about, as Barry mentioned in his article, the starkly different content algorithm. So you can manipulate the manipulators by making sure that they don't know they're not getting actual traffic, and it won't impact the rest of your site, because Google treats your site like that part of the site like a site within the site, so it won't impact the wider site. No, am I taking away the wrong lesson from this?
Such an SEO logical way of talking.
You just incepted me.
I know. I was literally like, I need a totem to just make sure that I'm in the right realm.
Greg's totem is.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
That's not the lesson you take away, by the way. That's like the opposite lesson of what you should do.
A lot of people are thinking probably like we're going to hear a lot more from Google around this site reputation abuse and site within site and starkly different content. I bet this is it. We're done. Google's not going to say a word about it ever again.
I have a legitimate question, though, because if you're saying that they look at site-wide signals and that impacts the whole site, then how does it interact with this whole site within a site concept?
It doesn't. That's the point, I think. Meaning people like the whole site reputation abuse and starkly different content, people are taking advantage of their site-wide signals to boost that section of their website through the authority of that section. So,
right. But then if that site on your that stuff's on your site and Google has, imagine we're in the helpful content update era, which I know is not part of, like, and that doesn't exist anymore, but why shouldn't rather that content that you have on that, say that subfolder now be seen as a quality signal across the rest of the site?
Google saying like sometimes it might not. It's going to treat its site. I think it meant like it's going to treat its own little site as its own site within its site. And it's separate completely.
So then my earlier advice stands, as long as the third party doesn't realize they're not getting any value out of it.
That's what I was like SEO logicking going on.
I go back to that.
Any event, we're back tomorrow with a lot of really crazy news from Mordy, I think. No, actually from Mark Williams Cook. So stay tuned, and we're back with more. Don't miss it. You definitely have to subscribe, and we'll get everybody do the bright eyes and face.
White eyes, smile.
Oh wow, Morty. Okay.
Bye.
That is terrifying.
A lot of teeth.
Bye all.
Very blush.
Too much fun. I gotta go. Bye.